Hi, my name is Robert Prophet, and this is our video version of our tour information meeting for our trip in spring 2017 to Europe's Mediterranean coast. First of all, a little bit about myself. I am a French teacher at Snow Canyon Middle School and High School and have taught French and been the world language coordinator in our district, Washington County School District, for the past 20 years in different roles there. And I've lived around the world growing up. My father was an entrepreneur. We lived in Japan, Australia, traveled around that area extensively. So I have a great love of travel. And this is my daughter, Samantha.
Hi, I'm Samantha. I've been studying Italian, Spanish, and I've been learning some French from my dad, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, and Samantha's big inspiration for the regions we're going to on this tour. Her love of the French and Italian Renaissance and the Italian language and Spanish language is a big reason why we chose these trips, and also because of our partnership with Vicki Hickman, who's also going to be traveling with us and her students from Tuacahn High School. She's a Spanish and French teacher there. So let's jump into this. We'll talk a little bit about why travel, where we're going, our travel partner, safety, what's included in the price, and how to reserve your spot. So you ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, let's jump into it. First of all, why travel? Main reason to travel is the sheer adventure of it. There is nothing like going to another country, experiencing the castles, the culture, the language of the place, and just being out there and putting yourself out there in that adventure. There's also great educational advantages to travel. It brings history, geography, and languages to life, whether it's ordering a sandwich or talking with a local on the beach. Amazing things happen. Great experiences I've had with myself and students in the past on the D-Day beaches, standing next to Queen Elizabeth's tomb in Westminster Abbey and being able to reach out and just touch the history and the culture that's there. We'll experience some unique geographic locations. You're going to see when we get into this a little bit, Cinque Terre, Barcelona, Nice. These are unique historical geographic locations all along the French Riviera, and the opportunity to see those. It'll also, travel gives us perspective, allows us to see the world from a different point of view than just the one we grew up with. There is nothing like travel to enlarge your sense of what the world is and who we are in the world. Global citizenship, getting to know our global neighbors. But I think one of the great things also is just the aesthetic experience, filling up your five senses, whether it's the Renaissance buildings, cathedrals, the flamenco dancing in Barcelona, the perfume factory in Ez. You're going to have a chance to experience some things and your five senses that you've never experienced before, especially the food, right? In Italy,
Yeah.
that's the most important thing. We're going to eat the food, okay? So let's get into our travel partner, EF. EF is Educational First Company is what they're called. They have been doing this, I think, for 40 years now, 40 years plus. And they're a great company to travel with, largely because of the safety factor. They have an all-inclusive coverage plan. If you're interested in that, we'll show a slide a little bit later with more details on that. They have a 6-to-1 student-to-chaperone ratio that helps everybody feel safe. You're traveling with people who know what they're doing. They have trained and licensed local guides. When we go to these cities, they line us up with these local guides who know the region, know the area. They'll take us to the best spots, get us there safely, and get us good information. Wonderful to work with. And they have a 24-hour emergency on-call service, which means that we had a situation once on the metro in Paris where our tickets got mixed up, and we were called to task on that by the Metro Authority, and they were going to fine us a $500 fee. Our tour director got on the line, and within a matter of minutes, he had the fine paid for, and we were on our way back on our trip. You just can't get that if you're lining up your own travel through Expedia or other private tour companies. Educational. They are, like I said, our full-time personal bilingual tour director. Not only do they know the language, but they know the stories. And so as we travel through a region, we'll have the opportunity to, hey, Stuart, that was one of our tour directors, what happened over there? What do you know about this? Or I noticed this. And they know the stories and the architecture and the history behind it. They're really great people to work with. They're able to line us up with little extras that we want to do, like our tour of the Paris catacombs the last time we were in Paris. And they're a fully accredited company. So if you want high school or college credit, you're set. There's a program called We Share. If you're interested in that, talk to me and you can explore an interest of your own personal interest and get college credit for it or high school credit. So let me know if you're interested in that. Probably the one that most travelers are most interested in, though, is just the great value you get through traveling with EF. Because they've done millions of these tours, they are able to get us the guaranteed lowest prices at high quality at those prices. They have tour offices all around the world, and they have local travel experts that they're in connection with, so they can handle the logistics and organize and plan this thing beautifully. That allows me as the teacher to just relax, be with my students, the parents, the family that I'm traveling with, and just be part of that experience and focus on the people I'm with while they take care of the travel experience and make sure that everything's humming along. And they do it really well at a great price. A round-trip airfare would cost $1,200 alone for this trip, and so they just, if we book this on our own, they get bulk prices, and it's great. Another thing too that's great is they have peace of mind guarantee. So if there's social unrest or a natural disaster or something that makes it just unsafe to be in a country or in a place, they'll adjust the tour. They'll work with our group to make alternative arrangements. That's just great to know. I've traveled with them 5 times now. This will be my 6th time traveling with EF, and every trip has been a gem. They do it well, they do it better than anybody else, and they do it at a lower price. So wherever we go, EF is going to be there, and they're a presence, and they're great security to travel with them. So here's our itinerary. First of all, we'll meet here in St. George, and we'll fly overnight to Italy. We'll have some other travelers from other locations. Some of you who are watching this video are watching this because you are in remote locations, and you're going to meet us either in Las Vegas or maybe in New York. And we'll arrive in Milan, meet our tour director at the airport, and he's going to take care of us from there on out. We'll travel to this beautiful set of villages called Cinque Terre. It's 5 Italian villages, inaccessible by any other means than by train or by ocean, and connected by these footpaths. There's no cars in the town. Beautiful. Next day we'll be on the French Riviera in Monaco, the Principality of Monaco, a country of its own, one of the smallest countries in the world. If you know Princess Grace Kelly and her story, we'll see the palace there. We'll see the cathedral, the Monte Carlo Casino, and we'll even get a chance to visit a French perfume factory. Then we're on to the French Riviera, Nice, a walking tour there, the Vieille Ville, ancient city there, Roman ruins in this town, things like that, just amazing. And we'll get a chance to see a preserved medieval village. It's an optional excursion to Saint-Paul-de-Vence, so beautiful thing there. And then we're on to Barcelona. What have you heard about Barcelona?
Everyone who's gone to Barcelona has loved it. It's the highlight of Europe.
Yep. We've heard from person after person who's been there that just it's an aesthetic, musical, architectural experience that just bar none, it's going to be one of the best experiences we'll have on the trip. We'll get to see La Sagrada Familia, which is this cathedral in process, being built. It looks like something out of Lord of the Rings. It's amazing. There'll be a flamenco evening of dancing and dinner in Barcelona for those who want to do that. For those who want to just explore the city on their own, well, not on your own. You'll be with either the tour director, myself, or somebody else who's an experienced traveler. And then the next day we get a whole other day just to explore Barcelona. So in a nutshell, that's our trip. There is an optional extension, a 2 or 3 day extension to Rome that we're working on right now. We'll have more information about that for those who want to go to Pisa and Rome, and or if some of you want to go to Madrid, we're looking at that also. But we'll get more information on that later. So here's some pictures: Barcelona, Saint-Paul-de-Vence and Nice, Monaco, Cinque Terre. Notice all the different colored villages painted. All the houses are painted different colors, so the fishermen can tell where their house is from the ocean. That's what I heard. And then this extension for those who are interested in going to Pisa and Rome. We're lining that up. We'll give you more details on that. So let's talk about why group travel. First of all, group travel gets us the best value. It allows us some flexibility to match with other groups. Our March 11th departure date is what we planned on. we may have a 1 or 2 day flexibility to meet up with another group. But if we get 40 people, we lock in our dates, we get control over our own itinerary, we can add and flex as we go throughout the trip. So we're shooting for that 40-person goal. If you're interested in global travel protection, talk to me. If your insurance does not cover these things, this covers situations like illness and accident that prevent you from being able to travel, baggage and property loss, etc. You might want to check into that when you enroll. WeShare, that's the educational opportunity. Like I said, if you're interested in that, we'll talk. Okay, so what are you responsible for? First of all, spending money. Bring about $30 to $65 per day, depending on your spending patterns. I'm more on the $30 end. Other people who like to shop, somebody bought diamonds once on a trip that I went on in Amsterdam. Wonderful experience. But for free time activities, souvenirs, you're going to have lunch on your own, which allows you to explore more out there. So plan on some money for that. And then tips. This is really important. Your tour director, bus driver, they work their tail off. They do great work. Plan that money for tips for them. And then, of course, your passport and visa fees, passport fees are going to be on your own. You don't need a visa, but a passport you will. This is what's included in the package. This is the program price, and this is amazing. It includes your round-trip flight costs. It's $1,200 or $1,500 right there. Hotels with private bathrooms. These aren't like youth hostels. These are good hotels, good quality hotels. Breakfast and dinner daily. A motor coach that's going to drive us around with a bus driver just to take us where we want to go. Full-time bilingual tour director, that's going to be really valuable in Italy. An educational itinerary that's built for just learning and seeing as much as we can. Local licensed guides that are just fabulous storytellers and experts in their local area. Entrance fees to museums, local attractions we're going to be going to, and then of course that WeShare if you're interested in the online platform for learning and that accreditation school credit.
And also with the meals and stuff, they're big meals too.
Yeah, great meals. We'll eat well. Paying for your tour. Okay, so the program price with the weekend supplement and EF's Peace of Mind program comes out to $3,035 for students, and that's all participants under 20. And then adults, you'll get instead of 3 or 4 per room, you'll be 2 per room. So there's some additional cost for that, and that's $33.70. Did you want to add to that?
No.
Okay. So if you go on a monthly plan, which is what let's get into that. Let's talk about some payment options. There's 3 ways you can pay. One is when you enroll, you can just pay the full price up front with Visa, MasterCard. They got a few options like that. Another one is what I would really recommend is the automatic payment plan. It's free. They set you up on a monthly payment plan. And Samantha, did you want to say something about that?
No.
Okay. And then a manual payment plan is also where they have like 3 different payments in chunks. There's a $50 fee for that. But you can call customer service to choose your plan. The number's right there. Or you can go online. I'll show you that in a second. So how do you reserve your spot? Okay. We will reserve your spot as soon as you can because this will fill up. You can go online. There's the website address right there. Go there, and or you can go by phone. There's the tour number. If you have any questions, by the way, here's my email. The application deadline, we want to get everybody, oops, I forgot to put the date in there. By the end of August, we want everybody signed up and ready to go. At that point, we're going to open it up to some other people, so we want to have that program price locked in there. Finally, just to close, this quote from Eleanor Roosevelt, the purpose of life is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experience. That's what this travel experience is going to give us.
And I'm so excited.
That's why we're excited to do it. We look forward to the students, parents, friends, and family traveling with us. We want to see you there in Spring Break 2017. I guess that's it. We're excited to see you. We will be having some meetings coming up soon. Stay posted. We'll let us know. We'll put you on our texting list.
And if you have any questions, you can ask.
Yeah,
you can email or call or anything.
Right. You got my email. Yeah, and we'll be in touch. So see you soon.